Hey, well, hello, everybody. It's Martin again, and we're bringing you we're keeping the conversation going with this panel called Continuing Success, where we answer the question, once you achieve a certain amount of success in print on demand, what do you do next? Okay, so I'm joined today by Leslie Cole, freelance content marketing expert who educates brands and other female entrepreneurs on the power of digital marketing for business growth, and former webinar guest of mine, Christina Umares, full-time print-on-demand seller and traveler, an avid traveler, helping others make the jump from working 9 to 5 to working for themselves. And the Hello Custom guy, Stephen Chin. Stephen has sold over 200,000 print products. Is that true? 200,000?
I think we just broke 210, yes.
210, okay. That means you're buying dinner. Okay. And he did that on Etsy by leveraging personalization and has recently founded the personalization app called Hello Custom, of course. We all know that. And it automatically personalizes and fulfills your personalized Etsy products. Thank you guys so much for joining.
Thank you.
And let's be real. Okay, there's a lot of people out there in our audience that want to be sitting in your position one day, where you've achieved a level of success. So let's go ahead and explore that topic a little bit. Leslie, okay, what advice would you give to people out there who want to find success?
Sounds good. Yeah, hey guys, thanks so much for having me here, first of all. So today I actually kind of want to talk about two different things that I think could be really, really beneficial for you guys, and I'm hoping they're a little innovative. So the first thing I want to discuss is actually kind of a compound statement on what Joe was saying from the Etsy versus Shopify battle. I'm excited to see who you guys chose, by the way, as the winner for that. So what I really want to encourage you guys to do is understand being able to leverage the power of intentional content marketing efforts. You guys have heard today that TikTok Shop, I mean, that's huge, is going to be now a part of or integrated with Printify. So what I want you guys to do is go to literally any product-based brand that's doing really, really well on social media. It could be Pinterest, it could be Instagram, it could be TikTok. I do not care, whatever your platform of choice is. And of course, like Max said earlier, wherever your niche or your niche, I can never say that word right, wherever your niche audience is, okay? So I want you to look at those, study the crap out of them, find out their framework, understand what's working really well and why they are achieving that virality each time, okay? Once you do that, instead of putting a link in your bio, because I know, you guys know this too, some people are probably gonna be a little nervous to get on social media and drive traffic to their shop. We've been told, by the Etsy gurus of the world that driving that, that could potentially bring your shop success score down. So we don't want to bring anybody that's not going to convert, right? So what I want you to do, once you have that framework, you know exactly what type of content you want to create, I want you to go ahead and do a call to action of sorts. Drop a blank in the comments if you want X. I don't care what X is, 20% off, BOGO, whatever you guys want to do. And that's going to qualify and disqualify people and not just send them to your shop, but instead have you have control of the relationship and the conversation. Now you can hit them in DM, you can send them that coupon, and theoretically, higher conversion rates, right? On top of that though, let's say, God forbid, it doesn't work. The second thing I want you guys to do is in your bio, you could actually, instead of your Etsy shop link or your Shopify shop link, what if you put a lead magnet for your email marketing campaigns? Not only is that going to nurture the person that made that comment but maybe didn't buy, you're also going to be able to acquire that lead even if they didn't make a transaction that's monetary value, okay? So from there, you can also, again, compounding off of prior sessions from today, you can also go ahead and boost your digital advertising success by being able to have the lookalike audiences. So building up your email list, you own that. That is yours. You can resell them in the future, okay? Is that good? Am I good to go to number 2 now?
Yes.
Fantastic. All right, so number 2, guys, I'm really excited about this one. I haven't told anybody about this. So first of all, being in the middle of these two is just like the coolest thing ever. This is literally like my idols right next to me here. I spent hours before I, came to my own business watching them. So this is just awesome. The success success that they have had on Etsy is just truly inspiring to me. Me and my husband have been on Etsy for a while, and we've achieved some success, nothing like 200,000 per se, but where we have actually achieved success is actually working with brands across the world with their promotional items, so their marketing collateral. So I'm actually going to use this shirt right here as an example. Okay, so Martin is obviously wearing a Printify Amplified shirt for this conference. Let's say Printify was a little bit smaller and they were a smaller business, they were going to a trade show, they were having a conference of sorts, and they had 10 employees that needed shirts. They had, 10 employees that needed mugs, whatever the case may be. They didn't necessarily want to have promotional items for the people attending the conference. They just needed it for us that were actually working, right? You have the ability through print on demand to target that huge audience of companies that need exactly that. Most of our marketing collateral companies like Vistaprint, 4imprint, whatever the case may be, they are going to be a minimum quantity order. So you have to get over 250 pins in order to even qualify. You can fill that need for small businesses. So I really want you guys to think about exactly what Printify can do for you to be able to work. I mean, you guys have so many local businesses near you. I know you guys are tuning in from everywhere today, so that means you have probably hundreds of opportunities. And I'm going to tell you, the profit margins are insane. And I don't got to pay fees. So that's the two things that I highly recommend, guys, being able to understand how to utilize social media to drive people to the right places and being able to work with small businesses in that capacity.
Wonderful. Let's throw up a quick poll for the audience. How many orders do you think makes a successful seller? Everyone has their own definition of what it means to be a successful POD merchant. Okay, so I'd be interested to hear what you think. Okay, Christina. Okay, now
Yes.
if anyone has ever Googled print on demand, they've likely come across one of your videos. Most of the time from some beautiful exotic
Yes.
resort or a seaside villa. Okay, so what advice would you have for our audience out there who want to be just like you?
Yeah, so this panel is continued success. So for me, I am an Etsy seller. So the people listening to this, you probably have already sales behind you. So you have an advantage over people who are just starting. On Etsy, you're able to test. You're able, when you're first starting, to test different designs, different products, different niches, and really figure out kind of what's working for you. But once you start getting sales, you actually have data that you can work off of to grow and leverage and make your store grow much faster. So for example, for me, when I get, say, a best-selling design, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be creating a bunch of designs that are similar. So maybe I'll add customization to that design. Maybe I'm going to just change up the phrase, but I'm going to keep the styling like very, very similar. Or maybe there's adjacent niches that might also like that design, and you can change it up a bit. So say you had like a teacher shirt, it has a really nice font and design to it, and it's doing really, really well for you. Nurses usually have the same type of styling, the same type of needs, and just by changing a word, you can change that design to now apply to a whole bunch of new people. And then for your niches, again, when it comes to testing, when I first started my store, I was like doing my niche research, but I was still putting up like tons of different niches. But then once I started actually like studying what was making sales for me, I really started narrowing in on like the niches that I was seeing success in. And since then, I've narrowed my store down to mostly one, but a few different other niches that have worked well. And when people search for them, I am all over those pages. I have taken them over. And then same with products. So for me, when I first started, I was putting up t-shirts, sweatshirts, mugs, and looking back on what was working for me is sweatshirts were actually working the best for me. So moving forward, I now started putting all my designs first on a sweatshirt. And then once that is successful, then I'm going to be putting on a t-shirt and other relevant products.
Most people think of it as the other way around. So that's interesting. Hope you were paying attention. Continue.
Yeah, because otherwise you are just putting a failing design on how many products some people try. They're trying 5, 6 products with a failing design. And then they come to me saying, I have 200 listings and nothing selling. But really, they have like 20 of those are the exact same design that was never going to sell even on their best-selling product. So I'm usually starting with the product that's worked best for me first. And for sellers, that have this data behind, instead of starting from zero every single time you're putting something up, you're starting from a basis of success already. There's already proven, and it's been proven for you specifically and your buyers to like that design. So you have the leverage, and you can get things up much faster by just working off of what you already have.
Yep.
Wonderful. So find something that works, scale it up.
Exactly.
Wonderful. All right, let's wrap up the discussion. Let's go straight to Hello Custom guy over here, Steven. Tell our audience about the power of personalization and how that can be leveraged to further your success.
Yeah, so I've been selling Etsy for a little over 3 years now. So that question of how to have that continued success, specifically with selling print products on Etsy at a high level, is something I ask myself all the time. So what we do in our personal business is we're always trying to raise the barrier of entry for the products that we're selling. Because in the last year alone, millions of people have created Etsy print-on-demand businesses, which makes sense. It's an amazing business opportunity. But the problem becomes when everyone's selling the same products on the same marketplaces, bought by the same print providers for the same price, shipping, lead times, it becomes almost impossible to stand above that competition beyond the design. So the way that I've been able to stand above the competition as a non-graphic designer is through the leverage of personalization. For two reasons. One, Etsy is a marketplace where personalization thrives. People they specifically go to Etsy to buy unique goods that you can't find anywhere else. And as a result, personalized products tend to do better than non-personalized products. To give you a quick example, say there's two mugs. One says Mama, and the other one says Mama but has the children's name on it. The exact same product, quality, price point, they're going to arrive at the exact same time. Which one would you guys buy your mom for Mother's Day?
Personalized, 100%.
Yeah, personalized.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how we've been able to get more sales to our product than the competition. So it's also a higher barrier to entry, like I mentioned, one that I believe that 99% of the competition is not currently doing, because it kind of defeats the whole Etsy print-on-demand business where once built is semi-automated. Etsy brings the traffic, Printify fulfills the product, and you get a slice of the pie. Why take that and make it manual? Now when an order comes in, you manually have to update the graphic, manually update the order, and then get a slice of the pie. So it's for these reasons why I believe that 99% of the competition is not currently doing it, even though I feel like they can get significantly more sales. So for the sellers who do choose to do it, especially now that there are tools like Hello Custom to automate this for you, I think we'll be able to jump above the 99% of the competition, capture more sales, and be more successful long term. And that's how they can have continued success.
Exactly. And what you've done is you've lowered the bar to entry to the entire process.
Right.
Exactly.
And in the conversations I have with my merchants, I preach the gospel of personalization to anybody that wants to listen, okay? All right, let's go. Let's wrap this up with lightning round question, okay? On a scale of 1 to 10, how awesome is it to be your own boss? Go.
Definitely a 10.
Go.
11.
Go.
It's a 10, guys.
All right. Well, you heard it from them. Top scores all around. Thank you so much for joining us for this panel. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of this. And remember, once you reach success, in a way, the journey is only beginning. Yeah. All right. Thanks, panel.
Thank
There's
you.
plenty more to come on Amplified. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.